G'day Aussie gamers, welcome to the Aussie Gamers Express video game podcast. The podcast that brings you news, reviews and video game related fun. Get yourself set, it's time to hand you over to your hosts Lucas and Red. Hey Aussie gamers, this is episode 129 and today is Wednesday the 14th of June 2016 and I'm your host Lucas and also here with me is my co-host Red. How are you my friend?
I'm good, formerly known as Gwildor.
Gwildor! Yes. And for those of you that don't know what we're talking about there, check out our E3 stream that's now live on Twitch and, well not live, sorry, is now able to be watched on Twitch as well as our the Aussie Gamers Express YouTube channel. Check it out. Now, because of what's happened in the last couple of days, if your head has been buried under a rock, we've just tidied up the E3 2016, so that's all finished now. And this week's show is going to be our E3 2016 special. So, we're going to throw away our normal show, and it's just all going to be talking about what's happened at E3. So, announcements and extra bits of gameplay, blah, 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 and what we think of them. Now, obviously, the show's not going to go for 6 hours, so we're not going to be able to talk about everything, but we're going to focus on some main and interesting points. So, I think we'll
figure out what E3. I figured out. Sorry to interrupt. What E3 stands for?
Yeah, what's it stand for?
So obviously, it's E3 because it's EEE.
Yes.
Expensive.
That's you're spot on.
It's going to be fucking expensive for the power of 3 because we did get to see some pretty gnarly shit.
Yeah, there's some pretty big and cool things coming. But first of all, I just want to make a mention. And I don't know why this happens. I don't know if it's leaks or what have you, or if there's some weird strategy to it. But it sort of deflates it a little bit when you see all these stuff that's been announced like a week before.
Yeah.
I don't know why they do that. I don't know, maybe it's leaks and then they just release it or whatever, I don't know. But it's a bit strange how they do that. But anyway, let's get into it. Now it's pretty much in order of how they were set up. So first cab off the rank being EA. So let's have a chat about the EA conference. It wasn't massive. Right, so I've got a list here of what was announced and showed. Probably the most anticipated for me would be Mass Effect Andromeda, but we'll start off with Titanfall 2 because we got a little bit more information about that. Being the multiplayer and campaign stuff come out, and it's not just for Microsoft now. It's not just for Xbox. You liking Titanfall? Titanfall 2?
Oh, look, they've made the right play, haven't they? They obviously, with number one, they wanted to punch out something that was ready, that wasn't a Call of Duty Ghost, for the release of the Xbox One. Now, with all the complaints they had from number one, they've now released it on all consoles, or all platforms, basically, and added a campaign.
Yeah, so that's probably the thing that I'm most keen on is having a campaign. But,
winning.
Yeah, but in talking about the actual look of the game, it kind of just looks exactly the same.
Yeah, look, multiplayer, from the multiplayer, so all I noticed was a better HUD. The HUD was set up a little bit better.
Mm.
You know how you had your specials like in number one where you could hit your like a overdrive and you could run faster or you heal quicker and everything like that.
Yeah.
There's a couple of new additions there. You can see without names. You can just tell by the gameplay footage that you've seen. It was taken a little from Call of Duty, the likes of Call of Duty and like Black Ops, like where you could rejack, you could go backwards or whatever it was, and the stuff like that. That looks a little bit more spiffy with a little bit more particle effect. The grenade that. Like a stasis grenade that holds them in position if you can catch 2 or 3 people that are jumping up in the middle. That's very Destiny-like. The addition of the grapple hook.
Oh, yep. So, yeah.
Because there was a quick scene there where there was an enemy Titan in front. You grappled on top, slingshot over the top and jumped into his own Titan. That was sick. There's more animations for entering the your own Titan, which there was a few.
Yeah.
In number one, a few different ones, so it wasn't always boring. There was every now and again he'd catch you and put you in, or you'd climb up the back of him, but just a few more animations for that, so keeps it a little bit more fresh. And the addition of 6 new Titans and extra customization options, because I found that was a little bit bland while playing on the Xbox, was your customization, and each gun had 3 attachments, and you had to get 25, 50 and 100 kills respectively to unlock the attachments for each weapon. So
yeah, I think if this was like an Activision game, you'd probably
buy it.
Hey,
you could pay to unlock it.
Well, yeah, but you'd probably have like diamond encrusted fucking Titans and bright purple, pink, and all that sort of stuff. Titans running around on the field. But look, I'm happy that it's coming to everything, all platforms, and I'll look forward to playing it. Definitely want to play it. But yeah, just that comment that I made about it looks the same, is it doesn't look like a graphical like an upgrade in the graphical sense, but that's probably 10% of what impresses me about a game anyway. So it's all the gameplay and playing it with your mates. They're the important things, and a campaign is cool too. I appreciate that.
I reckon the lack of a graphical upgrade is to maintain the 60 frames and the just the size of the maps.
Yeah, but that's fine. Look, the first one looked good anyway. So
first one was fine. Yeah.
Yeah, no major issues there. Yeah, we got NFL 17 shown off there, but you know, whatever.
to quote one of my favourite movies, that's all I've got to say about that.
Yeah, that's it. We all know they're coming. FIFA 17 was kind of a big announcement, how it's got the journey coming with it, which is basically a story mode for a football game.
It's funny how it works, because they've been doing it for the last couple of years in like the NBA 2K game.
Yeah. But
it's funny how it works, and I guess they're just trying to create a little bit of immersion.
And do something new, change it up a bit. I still don't have any desire to do that. I do love my FIFA games, but I just want to play games. Soccer. I just want to play soccer. I don't want story modes and stuff like that. I don't even like the FIFA Ultimate Team. I don't like any of that shit. I like just a simple tournament where I could pick a team or a player or what have you, or just to play friendlies with my mates, or just every now and then when I'm bored.
I'll play it.
That's what FIFA is for me. You know what? I would trade the journey 1,000 times over for an indoor fucking soccer pitch. Come on. I want a bit of futsal.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Like they did that back in '98. Bring that shit back. I don't know why. It's like you don't even really need to change anything. You just need to put invisible walls up and small goals and no throw-ins and shit like that. And 5v5. That's it. I'm sure it wouldn't be a design nightmare to do that. But
absolutely not. They've already got all the physics in play. Oh, one thing we should say about FIFA 17 is now it's done in the Frostbite engine.
Wasn't it previously?
No. It's the first year with Frostbite. They've come on board to help with the journey, so it's the more realistic character models and everything like that.
Oh, okay. I thought it already was, but that's my bad. Mass Effect Andromeda.
Best news for people like me, it's not based on the original trilogy, just in the world of.
No, because the original trilogy was finished, and I appreciate that they're going to leave that story alone, and it'll be nice maybe for a couple of cameos or some references, which will no doubt be in there. But I'm very, very excited for Andromeda. Did we get a release date for that?
No, next year.
No, okay, so next year sometime. But yeah, so a little bit more of that was shown.
One of the best quotes were, "This time round, we're the alien."
Yeah.
Because there's new planets, new species, and new technologies.
Yeah, that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it?
Yeah, because you're travelling further than you ever have in the Mass Effect games. Not that I can comment on the previous three. This is all direct quotes. But so basically, it's in the world of, and you're over this part of the bloody universe now, as opposed to the original setting. So it's going to be friendly to all the newcomers. Where I think Mass Effect was that not unlike like The Witcher and whatnot, where you could make a decision in number one. Oh yeah, you can make a decision in number one and have it affect number 3.
Yes, correct.
It kind of eliminates that for you, which will not exclude the new players, such as myself. Like I plan on playing 1, 2, and 3, most likely on my computer. If there's controller support, it'll have to be a really good game for me to go mouse and keyboard.
Do you mean like because I've played 1, 2, and 3 that none of those decisions will carry over?
Yes.
Yeah, but at the same time, like this game's going to be out on current generation consoles. Like,
Yes.
none of my saves are on that console anyway.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just saying because there isn't that aspect, it's not going to exclude the people like me that have never played it.
Yeah.
There's not. You don't feel like you're missing out on that part. Like Dragon Age, you had to. Do you want to create a new save file, or do you want to simulate a save file from 1, 2, and 3, and fill out a quick checklist here to say what you have and haven't done and stuff like that?
That's pretty much what the original Mass Effect games did. If you hadn't played the previous 2 and you were playing 3, it would simulate. I'm not sure if I know it would simulate the decisions. But I'm not 100% sure if I'm thinking of the correct game, but it would show you like a quick little storyboard comic book thing to show you what the decisions were.
Oh, bring you up to speed, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it did. It's a long time ago I played those games, but yeah. So yeah, Mass Effect Andromeda. That's a big one. I can't wait for that. But that's next year. What do we got here, Ed? EA Originals, Small and indie dev games. Is that fee?
Oh, that was the feature game for this point here. So EA Originals, they basically come out and said, look, now EA want to support indie developers and small-time developers that pour their heart and soul into the games and try and promote them and then give 100% of the profits back. So it's kind of like the initiative that PlayStation or Sony have trying to support the indie developers. Microsoft are coming on board. There's lots of charities, especially with the EA. There's some charitable work going on. But basically they've come out and said, this is our pledge from now on into the future, is to try and help and support these indie developers to bring more games to more platforms, and if not the initial leg up to get into the business. So that was pretty cool. But the game they featured was Fee. So basically that was it took place in a forest, and they called it a narrative adventure. So you weren't told where to go, what to do, and you're like this little cub that's crossed between like a fox and a cat-ish sort of thing.
Yeah.
But all the communications in the game were sound. It was no words.
Okay.
So it was quite different, and your enemies in the game, or the bad guys in the game, brought about silence. So they used silence as their weapon. So should be interesting. It's one to watch. I didn't get to see too much of it. There's there's a few screenshots and a little bit of gameplay, and it's just one of those. It felt like a feel-good sort of, like an emotional bloody roller coaster sort of a game.
Can I put this to you? You know, like how you've got like a big AAA game and they might give you a teaser. And it makes you excited. And you think, oh, I'm looking forward to playing that. That looks really good. Is it possible for like a small indie game like this, a teaser, to do it more harm than good?
Of course it is.
Because when you see just a small snippet of that, I look at that and go, I don't really know what that's about. And then sort of, subconsciously disregard that game. And then whenever I hear anything about it later on, I won't really care because I've already formed that opinion of what it might be like from the teaser. which then, makes me sort of subconsciously disregard it from any future media that I see, and then thus rendering the game unable to impress me again.
Yeah, well, it's because we've had this point of view the whole time. An indie game needs to have a hook.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And often that's experienced and it's hard to be portrayed. You brought up the AAA titles. They have credentials because whether it's EA, Activision, we can all crack the shits with their season pass prices and the way they try and gouge us. But they have credibility because we've at least played one good EA game that we've loved. We've played one good Bethesda game we've loved. All the above. They've got credibility. And so as far as a snippet or a gameplay trailer or even a CG trailer goes for an indie game, it's hard for them to try and convey that little difference that's going to set them aside from the other 10,000 games on early access or green lighted or free to play.
Yeah, so because that's where I'm at now. Obviously, because we do a lot of game reviews now, I'd obviously keep an open mind and I'd play this game, but I'm thinking about me as just your average gamer. I probably wouldn't give Fee a second look.
Yeah, or as you say, an average gamer or an average consumer, because these indie games are now sporadically touching $33, $40 a game.
Yeah, they are getting up there, aren't
they? They're starting to get up there. It's like, oh, we're getting behind these games. I'm going to help promote them and everything like that, give them back 100% of the profits. But then you see games going from $12, $11.95, $12.95 to $30, $33, $34, and you go, oh, shit.
Yeah, they're starting to ask a bit. But anyway, that was Fee. It kind of looked like, I don't know, I guess a cross between, what was that game called? Ori and the Blind Forest and...
Yep.
Unravel, I guess?
Yeah, because they were talking about Unravel with the EA original initiative. That was one of the games that kickstarted their think tank for this EA original. So if they're going to follow through and hold their promise and support these indie developers, then we're all going to win regardless. Yeah.
All right. Move on. There was a little bit on Star Wars.
Kind of. The universe of,
Yeah.
It was a behind-the-scenes look, so they took us to each of the different development companies, so Visceral, Respawn Entertainment and Bioware, and basically just showed us their staff at work and a little bit of concept art and some pre-alpha footage of this, but we're talking 3 to 5 seconds worth.
Yeah, but there's a, what do you call it, like a VR thing getting added to... Battlefront, yeah. So,
the X-Wing VR mission.
Yeah, but that I think that was showcased in PlayStation's, was it?
Yep.
Yeah, PlayStation's conference. But yeah, I don't know.
Watch this space, man. Look, they've got the rights for I think another 4 years. EA, for Star Wars. So we'll see how it goes. It's a good thing to see though. They got a couple of employees across from Lucas Entertainment, or LucasArts.
LucasArts, yeah. What I want them to do is punch out a third-person Star Wars game like that 1313 that was cancelled. It doesn't have to be that, but something like that.
That's the Respawn Entertainment one. It's actually got nothing to do with the world of the movies. It's just in the universe of. So.
Yeah, even if it's just The Force Unleashed 3, I'll be happy with that.
Oh fuck yeah! In today's generation, today's graphical generation, would be sick.
Yeah, no, that'll be good. And we saw some gameplay of Battlefield 1.
Yeah, as you said, that got leaked fucking 4 days ago.
Yeah.
So it looks spiffy.
Yeah, you like the multiplayer?
Yeah, except for the fact that it's Zac Efron.
Zac Efron, what?
Yeah, they had two teams. So the team captains were Jamie Foxx and Zac Efron.
Oh, that's right. Yes, there was. Oh dear. Oh well, we had a shirt on. It's alright.
Yeah, 64-man multiplayer, which we've almost come accustomed to now with the Battlefield game, but that's going to be my jam, bro. I don't know what to say. I'm really going to get stuck into this, but I'm actually excited for the campaign.
Yeah, I still haven't played the Hardline campaign.
Not missing much, except for a whole lot of talky.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's what's put me off.
As I said, I'm the one trophy away from the platinum, and that's just play the campaign again. And I can't literally put up with the BS to get through the first 2 levels, let alone the remaining 6.
Non-skippable cutscenes?
Non-skippable fucking cutscenes, walking down the street, talking about how corrupt the world is.
That's a fucking sin. In 2016, that's a sin, non-skippable cutscenes.
Mm.
You want us to replay your game for trophies and achievements, fucking make them skippable.
Even if it's, skippable full stop, but at least the second time round.
Yeah, and not skippable by accidentally pressing the fucking X button.
Yeah, you got that confirm button like in The Witcher where you touch any button and it'll ask you to confirm with square.
Yeah, or just hold the button down for 3 seconds.
Yeah, fill the circle.
Yeah, fill the circle, yeah. Something like that does the job quick. That's good. I think that covers up pretty much at EA. You done with that?
Yeah, done with that.
All right, Red, do you want to take us through Bethesda?
Okay, we'll do. Well, you got to go.
Yeah, well, we
went should say.
Yeah, I should mention that. We went down to, myself, Snoogans, Ramutha, and we also had one of our big fans, Andrew Royboy, and also Mick Chaser. That's everyone, isn't it?
Yeah, Mick the Dick.
Yep, that's him. And, we all got to go down to the Sydney Opera House, and we watched the live stream there with the Bethesda Sydney employees and had a good time. They fed us beer and food and gave us some freebies as well, little trinkets while we were there, and it was actually a good day. But, it was probably the highlight of the whole thing.
Getting to go, yeah. Well, what? Straight off the bat, they announced Quake Champions?
Yes. Now, I called that.
You did?
I did. I don't know if I did it in an official sense and published it anywhere. Did I? Was it on the podcast?
Could have been last week's predictions.
It might have been. I know I did mention it to a couple of people in conversation, but I'm not sure if I published it anyway. Anyway, yeah, Quake Champions.
The first of 2 things. It had a very Overwatch League of Legends sort of feel, where it's like unique characters with unique abilities.
Yeah.
And then they were talking frame rates and gigahertz and megawatts and gigadoodles. So maybe it's PC only.
Well, that's what we suggested to Noel at Bethesda. We said to him, actually Pat Snoogans, he said to him, I'm really interested in Quake, however I don't have a PC strong enough to run it. Now, I don't know if this was him speculating or if he has a bit of an idea, but he said to us, it might come to consoles.
It depends how... Look, I've read some comments and I've watched some videos because there's a few things that I will delve into and research a bit deeper. The general consensus on the internet at the moment, which is gospel, you can take every word as gospel on the internet.
Of course.
From previous experiences and everything like that, if they wanted... Because it's now becoming a big thing that is esports. If they wanted to push into that sort of realm of competitive nature, it's probably best to keep it on computer because then they don't have to downscale any part of the games or anything to have parity across the console range.
Yeah, I don't know. I suppose it comes down to what makes them the most money.
Because Bethesda's not really in the E3 scene. They don't really have any competitive games like Doom multiplayer will never make it.
Oh, do you mean the esports scene?
Yeah, what did I say?
E3
scene. Bethesda will never make it, no. But yeah, so watch this space on that one. It was just a CG trailer. There was no gameplay. But if you're old school like us, go check it out.
What about how they announced Quake, where they had the whole DOS prompt?
Yeah.
CD, what was it? CD something? And
Bethesda,
Bethesda,
CMD, Bethesda, yeah.
DIR brought up the thing. And then the list of the directory came up and it showed that little, like it was a list of things. If you go to our website, www.aussiegamersexpress.com, Snoogans has got a post up there about what might be a little bit of a hint towards another Wolfenstein game or an extra DLC for it.
Yeah, what was it? It was Wolfenstein, then the next line was New Blood, and the next line was Old Blood.
Oh yeah, it was Old something. Was it Old Blood?
Yep.
Yeah, well, there you go. So it might be some extra DLC for it or something like that. It'd be nice if it was a sequel. But,
Well, they've done that standalone, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so.
The New Blood.
No,
It might be another.
No, it was Old Blood and New Colossus.
New Colossus.
New Colossus was it? And it didn't have a date. See, the other ones have got a date next to it. I'm looking at it on the screen. Go to the website if you want to see what I'm talking about. But yeah, it had Keen, which I guess is Commander Keen.
Yeah.
Wolf 3D, New Order, which was 2014. Old Blood, 2015. New Colossus, and it doesn't have a date next to it. It's just got asterisks. And then following on from that, it's got Doom, Doom 2, Doom 3, Doom 4, and BethNet and BE3. So there you go. What's BethNet?
I don't know, Bethesda Net. That could be what you got to use to run Quake Champions.
Oh, I'm looking at the dates wrong. It's in, obviously, American, because I'm thinking that says the 2nd of July. That hasn't come out yet, but it's obviously the 7th of February, because backwards. I imagine, yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, there's a little sneaky thing in there, I think, with that New Colossus.
Well, it's not unlike Bethesda to fucking do that.
Yeah, that's a little bit Kojima too.
All right, I'll run through the next few pretty quickly.
Yeah, sure.
Elder Scrolls Legend, so that's their card game, like your Hearthstone / Magic style card game.
Pretty much.
The cool addition that they did add to that is iOS and Android can play with computer now, or will be able to. It'll be across all devices, so if that's your jam, get into it. Fallout 4 DLC, bit of announcement of stuff coming for that. They're adding a lot more construction abilities as opposed to, like, I reckon you're going to get a couple of DLC drops and then you'll get something like Far Harbor, so another big main mission section. So this is for different constructions with conveyor belts and cranes and everything, and you can build your own vault instead of building all above ground.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, Fallout Shelter gets an update, so you get new quests, and it's getting a PC release.
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty good.
The Skyrim remastered mods, which we knew a little bit about, so there's nothing really new there.
Yeah.
And not necessarily a new IP, but a re-envisioning or a rebirth. Prey.
Yeah, Prey. Yeah, that's. Everyone was like, "Oh wow, that's cool," and I made the comment when we were at the show, I'm like, "Doesn't that game already exist? Don't we already have Prey?"
Yeah, because like 2 or 3 E3s ago, there was a Prey 2 trailer that never happened.
Yeah, well, that must be, I don't know, maybe they started again and made it like a reboot.
Yeah, a bit of a psychological horror first-person style.
Looked
with
good.
Morgan New.
Yeah, who's that?
He's the protagonist.
Oh, right.
The dude with the bloodshot eye.
Oh, okay, yep.
Not a lot of information on that. Once again, it was just another CG sort of teaser.
Yep.
Doom DLC, 3 DLCs, so 3 new game mode, 3 free-for-all game modes and 2 more completely game modes, like one flag capture the flag and another domination style game called Sector. Snap map updates and more options there, free DLC, and then also the premium DLC drop. We got the trailer for 3 new maps, a new weapon, a new demon.
Yep.
And camos and taunts and shit like that. So cosmetics. Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff coming to that too.
Yeah, basically the keynote was they're dropping race-related quests and items. So basically, if you've got a dwarf, you can do your elven stuff now. You can experience the whole game with your current character instead of having to go back and invest 80 to 100 hours with a new character just to experience the rest of the game.
Cool.
VR for Doom and Fallout 4. So Fallout 4 looks like it'll be completely playable in VR in 2017, and Doom has an unreleased date. We should also mention...
Did you say an unreleased date?
Yeah, or did you get one?
No. What?
Hasn't got a release date.
An unreleased date?
Yeah, I knew what I was talking about.
Is that they're taking it off the shelves? This one is no longer released. No Doom for you.
Well, funny that. Doom, the first level of Doom's free for the week, apparently.
Yes, it is. I downloaded it on PC and mucked around with it a little bit.
So that's for a week, so this comes out Sunday.
What tight asses? Like, they're not only giving you a limited time for the demo?
Shareware. It's like the share. I'm just gonna...
I don't remember shareware disappearing after a week.
No, but that was their catchphrase, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Last but obviously not least, this is their big one for the year, would be Dishonored 2.
Yeah, it kind of makes me think that I really should play Dishonored, but it's too expensive.
Well, there's some stark differences, though. They've kind of gone away from the... I won't say crappy graphics, because Dishonored has quite a unique graphic set.
Yeah.
But this one doesn't seem so bleak, and it's a little bit brighter and a little bit more violent. Not that number one wasn't violent at all, but this seems pretty sick. So
yeah, it looks good. I like that where they had that thing that he held up, which showed the two alternate timelines.
Yeah, that was cool. Wasn't it?
That was pretty mad.
Well, that's the whole bag here, isn't it? You get two playable characters.
Yeah. So,
but I'd probably be more excited for it if I enjoyed number one, and in order to enjoy number one, I would have to play it.
Yeah, same. That's the tricky part. But anyway. Alright, we'll move on to Microsoft.
Yep.
Alright, let's keep going. The first thing they showed up on their thingy, whatever you want to call it, was
presentation.
The presentation. Thank you, Red. The Xbox One S. New console. Now, we all kind of knew this was coming. 40% smaller. Has a power brick that's inside the console now. And is 4 times more powerful. Well, believe it or not, the massive, huge current Xbox One doesn't have the power thing inside. It's got one of those massive bricks again on the power cord.
Yeah, you got to plug an Xbox 360 in between the two power things.
That's exactly what it is. Now it's inside, so yeah, good work.
Go figure. It's so big. It literally is. I've had Weeksy set up here for a while, and I had to pack it up in order to move into my office.
Yeah.
They're making the Xbox S smaller. S is for shit, mind you.
Right, okay.
They're making it smaller, which is cool. Look, we've had slim varieties of every generation of console, basically.
Mm.
But now the power brick's going inside it, and it's going to be more powerful and have a bigger fucking... Well, it's 2 terabytes of hard drive space. Everything's bigger, but smaller, and they're still fitting the power in there.
Yeah, and it's going to red ring now.
Yeah, it'll overheat.
Yeah, that's apparently why the Xbox One is so big, is to make sure that the airflow was never an issue.
Well, you were the one that first one to ever tell me about the percentage rate of red rings on the 360.
Yeah, I was on a show a while ago. I can't remember what it was, but it was pretty damn high.
What, 23% or something, I think you said?
Yeah, I don't know, but it was pretty bad. And
they do that.
Yeah, they wanted to make sure that didn't happen again. And it does. I've got it in like a small, like those old VCR style cabinets where it slots in in the cabinet thing. I've got it in there, and I've never heard it struggling with the fan and things like that. Whereas my PlayStation 4, if I put that in the other slot, it sounds like a jumbo jet, so I don't put it in there. So it definitely is a better design for keeping it cool, but I don't know, this Xbox One S might be the same as the PS4. If you put it in those slots, it might overheat.
$299 USD.
Yeah, so it's... What's it going to be for us? 500, 550?
Yeah.
Back around the original price of what the Xbox One was.
Our dollar's dropping again anyway.
Well, it is, isn't it? Possibly down to 40 cents, but...
It's said to, yeah.
I suspect that the Xbox One S will go back up to the full retail price of the Xbox One when it launched.
Yeah.
That'll be reasonable. If it goes higher than that, I don't think they'll sell.
Do you think the 2 terabyte standard issue hard drive is now because of all this backwards compatibility?
Oh, mate, you could say yes. I think the main reason is because they're accepting the fact that 500 gigabytes is fucking stupid.
Even 1 terabyte's not enough.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Well, the backwards compatible games must be downloaded and installed. And, you know, AAA games, like, you have a look at, what was it called? The movie one that came out, we had the TV shows. Quantum Break. It was like 120 gig.
Whew.
Fucking hell. Yeah, it had like 70-something gigabytes just for the movie part of the story. So having 500 gig is ridiculous. 2 terabytes is about where it's at the moment. That's what I've got on my PS4, and it's happy days. I'm just downloading and forgetting to delete shit.
That's right. You're playing Grand Theft Auto last night.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I delete games now that I'm not playing just so my XMB isn't so fucking long. So, yeah, that's a good move. But anyway, so there's a new console coming. I'm sure they'll have a black version. They only showed white. But I probably wouldn't necessarily want a white one. But anyway. That's
new controller too.
Yeah, new controller, better range. Because that's what I want to do, is get further away from my console to play.
And that IR blaster.
Yeah, what's that for? Is that...
So you can use your console to turn on other things? Or your control to turn on other devices? I don't know whether it'd be...
But how does that work? Because it's on the front of the console. It would be blasting you, not your products.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can turn your air conditioning down without having to move.
Maybe. I thought it was just a receiver, because... I don't know.
Yeah, well, I asked Nick, and then he told me what he thought, and then I looked into it, and I went, oh, yes. Because I knew he watched most of the E3 as well.
Because the current one's got one, I'm sure.
I don't know.
But I control my stereo from the Xbox, but that's through the HDMI, does that. I don't know, big deal, whatever. What else? No, that's about it.
That's about it on the S, yeah.
Yeah, there's grip on the back of the controller. Because I've been dropping mine left, right and centre. So that's a good thing. Alright, Gears of War 4. Saw some gameplay of Gears of War 4, and the more I see it, it looks like Gears of War 4.
Yeah, I am quietly impressed. The background and the foreground and the detail I've got here on my notes, it's very current gen and looks a little more like The Last of Us in the quality of graphics. Yeah,
well, the thing that I really was impressed with was the level that I watched of the gameplay was where... that everybody watched, was it was like a real windy environment. So when you would shoot the enemies, they'd drop to the ground and then blow away.
And like the cars would move and everything.
Shit was blowing everywhere.
Yeah, it was kind of cool, man.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game, and at the very end, you see Marcus.
Yes, right at the end.
Yeah, so I don't know if he's going to be in it or if he's just going to be in a cutscene or something like that, but it was nice to see him there.
Yeah, passing the torch.
Yeah, all aged. Yeah, that's probably what it'll be, man. Like a scene that is essentially a torch passing moment. So.
Well, guarantees Gears of War 6.
What happened to 5?
Well, that's just going to be a natural progression, but they'll get another trilogy out of a new set of characters.
Oh, very much so, I think, yeah. And it'll do them well. I reckon it'll be a good
game. And it'll sell.
Yeah. Also, with Gears of War 4, they announced that it's going to be cross-play with Xbox One and PC. And the thing that I'm most impressed with is it's not just... like, if you go into multiplayer, you'll be in there with PC players and Xbox players. The cross-play is with the co-op campaign.
Yep.
And the horde modes, as well as multiplayer. So you can go in and play not the single player, but you can play the co-op campaign with me on PC, you on Xbox, or vice versa. So if you get yourself a decent PC, I can play it on the Xbox, and you can play it on PC or something. You know, it's. I think that's neat, and that's very much the way of the future. And I'm glad that they're implementing this into their games. That's awesome.
And Horde Mode 3.0.
Yeah, shoot the shit out of things even more so than before. All right, we'll move on from that one. I didn't actually see the Killer Instinct stuff, but they did show some stuff on that. Did you see it?
I seen one, and the special character is General Ram.
Oh, okay, from Gears of War, of course.
Yeah, hence the exclusivity with Microsoft. It's just another fighting game.
Yeah, moving on. Forza Horizon 3, Australia. How good was that? Opening up to see kangaroos jumping around, and it does look like a beautiful game.
Yeah.
So, Sorry?
They've always looked good.
They have. Like, I've got Forza Horizon 2, and that's a beautiful game. I don't play it nearly as much as I should, but they are brilliant games, the Horizon series. It's good. It takes a step back from the simulator or that Forza generally is. Gives it a little bit more arcadey sort of play, which really works for it. The graphics are top notch, and I like the Australian setting, which was pretty neat.
I feel they needed to hit that arcade market.
Yeah.
With GT6 coming this year.
Yeah. So
they can do a simulator again next year if they're doing annual drops and everything like that. But there was clearly a market for it this year.
Yeah. It goes good. We saw a bit more of Scalebound. It didn't.
We wish we didn't.
Sorry?
We wished we didn't because it didn't look as good as it did 12 months ago.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't look anywhere near as good as it did. Like, I was blown away back when they showed the gameplay last year. This year, I don't know what. Like, I haven't had a look at a comparison yet, but there was something about it this year that made me think that doesn't look as great as I thought it was.
Infamous First Son on the PS3.
It just, I don't know. We'll give that a little bit more time to cook, I think, because it didn't look that great. Anyway,
great idea.
Yeah, it is. It is
very solid idea for an action adventure game, but yeah, it's, whether it be pre-alpha footage instead of just that one scene that they showed us back in the day, whether they're trying to show us some actual gameplay now, which is pre-alpha. But yeah, it's got a little bit of polish.
Yeah, it needs some polishing to be done. We saw... Did Microsoft show Division stuff, did they?
Yeah, because they've got that exclusivity deal. They get them.
They do. They get it. It's like a tad over a month. How shit's that?
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, we got the Underground DLC information, and there's going to be those 3 outfits coming as well: the Wildlands, the Splinter Cell, and something else.
Yeah, and that comes out the 28th of this month.
Yeah, on Microsoft, yeah, on the Xbox, but I think the 2nd of August.
Yeah,
for us on the PS4, because we have it on the PS4.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, but anyway, I want to put on the Sam Fisher outfit though. That's cool.
Well, we've been screaming out for shit like that, haven't we?
Yeah, they could do so many cool things. All right, but that's we'll probably get to that a little bit closer to the release date for it. Minecraft update. There's a cross-platform play on that now, so you can play on iPhones and Androids and I think PC. Did they say you could play PC v mobile?
Yes. Yep. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, so you can jump in each other's games there. That's cool.
And VR.
And VR. That's right. Yeah. I did get addicted to Minecraft back in the day. It kind of slowed down a bit for me, but wasn't there a deathmatch coming?
Yeah, we dropped that news 2 shows ago.
Yeah, that'll play again. That'll be cool.
And the other thing is now dedicated servers. So you've got your own servers, which is called Realms. So yeah, you can go in and you just have 20 of your mates that can all just go back to the same world time after time. That doesn't require the host being online.
Yeah, that's good. That's pretty cool. What's this inside, Red? I don't think I saw that.
It's about 30 seconds of almost the same scene with the camera panning out that looks something like an office, and I went, huh?
Oh, that one. Is that the one that's
from Limbo, from the creators of Limbo.
Yeah, I saw that. Wasn't whatever. So, like I said before, with these small games teasing you, which possibly might do more harm than good. But anyway.
Well, I didn't go. Fuck! I want to sit in that chair.
Anyway, let's go on to We Happy Few. Now, when I saw the trailer or what they showed, the gameplay for that, at first I was thinking, why are they showing this? This is so dumb. This is a little bit boring, walking simulator. And then it started to dawn on me why this game looks cool. And towards the end of the game, I was sold. End of the video they played, I was sold. I'm in for We Happy Few. So basically, the idea of the game is these people live in a happy world where they're all medicated to be happy, and your character decides to stop taking the pills, and then he starts seeing reality rather than the augmented way that the drugs were making him feel, and he gets labelled as a downer. And so you're a bit of an outcast in society. It looks sick. I'm in on that.
Yeah, Bioshock feel with those Guy Fawkes inspired happy masks, and yeah, I'd play that.
Yeah, me too. Looks great. Here's your one, Red. Tell us about the Gwent.
Fuck all to say. It didn't really show too much, but it looks good. It'd be unfair to call it a clone of a Magic game, but it's set out a whole lot like the Magic the Gathering video games with your board and everything like that. The cool thing is, like as you guys probably know, I've been playing The Witcher lately, and Gwent now is starting to get a little bit repetitive just because there is no new cards. So the amount of cards and the different cards and the special cards and everything in Gwent, the game itself, is going to add for a whole lot more experience. So basically, I'm looking forward to heaps more cards, a little bit more freedom in building the deck, as opposed to the Witcher title. And there's not much more I can say. Pretty cool little video. Get the trailer getting around on YouTube if you just want to watch the trailer. Shows bugger all gameplay.
With a bit of luck, I'll get into the beta, and you can. Well, maybe it or you can teach me how to play it, because I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, I've already been enlisted to teach Pat with the physical cards when I come up to your place, so...
Yeah, nice.
We can sit around and all learn together.
Yay! Tekken 7, it just...
Another fighting game!
Another fighting game, yeah. That's all it is, yeah. For me to mash the shit out of the buttons and win.
It's probably my favourite fighting game. Like, even though my very first one would have been Mortal Kombat on the Sega, the very first one on Sony 1 was Tekken 1 and Tekken 2. So I know most of the characters and stuff like that. But back then it was a bit of a button mash. You never had this bar that fills up to do breakers and specials. It was just, you both had 100% health, go for it. And they just seem to be now, all these fighting games... Killer Instinct was much the same. It's just this competitive nature to it now that's going to kind of kill it, because gaming today doesn't have that couch co-op appeal much anymore, because now we can just hook up to the net and sit back in our own houses. So these fighting games are kind of, unless you're really good at them and just smashing noobs like me, then they've lost their shine.
Yeah. I agree. Big game that I was happy to see. I don't know. I'm like mental. I see Dead Rising 4. I fucking hated Dead Rising 1. I hated Dead Rising 2. I hated Dead Rising 3. I see Dead Rising 4 and I get excited again. I get excited for every single Dead Rising game and they disappoint me. But... to their credit, they're sticking to their guns. The big fans are going to like them because of what they do the same as the one before. I love them. They are fantastic games. I just can't get my head around the whole timed mission thing. I think Dead Rising 3 was like that. I might pick up Dead Rising 3 and give it a better go. But that was the thing. Like, if you ran out of time, it was game over. And if you saved the game... without enough time, like that was it. You had to start again. It's a very like it's almost like normal mode is hardcore mode, and it just it just ruined it for me. But I don't know. Dead Rising 4 might change, but I should try Dead Rising 3. I did try it. I played it a little bit, and I didn't give it enough time. So, because if you get lost trying to find something, you waste time, and your timer runs down, and it's I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I am excited for Dead Rising 4 because I get excited for all of them.
Zombies.
Yeah, I just love zombie games, man.
It's the sex appeal with Dead Rising is the over the top contraptions, really.
Yeah,
is it not? The
yeah,
vehicles and the fucking candy cane shooter and
yeah, and getting home from work and hating the world and just destroying a fuckload of zombies just makes me feel better.
Yeah, fair call.
Alright, we'll move on. Oh, hang on, wait. Dead Rising 4 is coming this year, is it? That's awesome.
Yep.
Nice one. Sea of Thieves, I saw a little bit of that. It kind of looked a bit strange.
Fantastic.
Oh, you like it?
I like the concept.
What is the concept? Tell me.
From what we've seen, you're a band of pirates, but you co-op and you go into a world, like into a server, and it takes 3 of you to function a pirate ship.
Oh yeah.
So you got to get the mast down, you got to get the sails down and unanchor, and everyone's got to do their little bits and pieces. And when you're the captain up at the wheel and the sails are up, you can't see. So your first mate's got to be down the front of the ship, giving you directions where to go, and then big pirate battles. And if you don't go down underneath and fucking plug the holes, you sink your ship. And
oh, yeah, I can see the attraction there. That does sound good.
Any pirate game, like what's that? Risen. That had.
Yep.
That had me excited, but then you look at it and it's in the reviews and extended gameplays and stuff, and it's just shit. It's this pirate the genre that I really like. It's probably why Black Flag was my most favourite Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
because of the pirate
Black Flag
feel.
was good though.
Black Flag was sick. But yeah, I'm just down. I'm down for anything to do with pirates. I'll try it out. Action adventure, co-op with your mates. Colourful fun. It doesn't seem like it's going to be overly competitive where you're just going to get grieved all the time either. So, yeah, I could really come at this.
Okay, nice. State of Decay 2. A little bit upset that it's exclusive to Xbox and Windows 10 again. There's been hints at co-op, but nothing really solid. Didn't see any gameplay. It was just a trailer sort of thing. Yeah, teaser. So I don't know. Maybe. Halo Wars 2, it's just a twin-stick shooter, isn't it? I didn't see much of that.
There was only really a cinematic preview.
Yeah. Oh, well, but that's exclusive again, Xbox One and Windows 10, but that's Halo. That's fair enough. Now, what the fuck is Project Scorpio?
Oh, their answer to PlayStation 4.5.
Okay, so that's not what the S is. The S is literally just a slim one.
Yeah, I'd say this is like your Morpheus and your Neo. It'd be a project name.
Yeah, but you know the Xbox One S, the smaller one. Yeah. So that's not more powerful. Like, as in, that's not the Neo equivalent.
Well, it probably is actually.
I don't know. But then, if that's what that is, then what's Scorpio?
Oh, it could be their VR.
Oh, it could be.
I think I have this written down somewhere.
Maybe. I don't know. I only sort of...
because the Slim does have 4K video and Blu-ray capabilities.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was it was 4K. So it's the more powerful one. Is that? So what the fuck is Scorpio? But like you said, I don't know. It might be.
Oculus compatible.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's very confusing. But there you go. We should probably know because that's sort of what we're doing here. But whatever.
There wasn't a lot in the conference about it.
And
it was just watch this space sort of thing.
There's a ton of shit to cover. All right, now look, I'm very happy to just sort of fly through the PC stuff because it's. My apologies to all you PC enthusiasts. It's just, whatever. It doesn't really come across our...
Well, there's 100 PC games to one console game.
Yeah.
Every day. so it's hard to cover them all.
Yeah, so there's oxygen not included, whatever that is.
A colony simulation made by the people that Don't Starve.
Oh, okay. Because I haven't actually seen any of the PC gaming show. There's Ark, what's that, Survival Evolved or whatever, updates.
Yeah, updates and mod capable.
Giant Cop, a VR game.
Which you're kind of Giant Cop, as the name states. You're kind of like Godzilla.
Okay, yep. Weird name. Mountain Blade 2, a Bannerlord. Is that a new game?
RPG. Yeah.
Yeah, Killing Floor Incursion, which is a VR game.
That's their VR, yeah, because you got Killing Floor 1 and 2, so this is just their VR installment.
Yeah, Super Hot's coming to VR.
Yeah.
What's Tyranny?
RPG.
Okay, another game, not an RPG.
Looks cool.
Take your word for it. Observer.
Cyberpunk horror.
And some hardware.
Yeah, some AMD stuff in the VR backpack that you got a backpack on your back that houses a computer and a VR setup.
Oh, what? So you can go for a walk?
Well, so you know, like those people buying up big warehouses, and you can have first-person battles.
Oh yeah. Oh,
They
cool.
literally are moving around and stuff like that.
You could organise like to murder somebody by putting some dangerous shit in the way.
Just dig a big fucking hole in the middle of the warehouse.
Yeah, make them fall into it. Yeah, that's a good idea.
And put a big star there.
Serious Sam VR. That's weird.
Yeah, stand in the one spot. Serious Sam game.
Yeah, right. Vampire third-person game, is it?
Third-person action game. Yep. Where you're a vampire.
Yeah, go figure. And an expansion for Armour 3.
Yeah, very soon coming out.
Out next month.
Couple of maps, couple of weapons, couple of vehicles.
And what's Dual Universe?
Another game.
Another game. Alright, good job. Thanks, PC Gaming Show. Let's move on to Ubisoft.
Yes.
Oh, Just Dance 2017. Moving on. Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Wow.
Wow, dude.
Dude.
Now, like in true Ubisoft fashion, they do make the co-op work and look a lot better than any of us could do.
Yeah.
But it looked amazing, man. Like there's choppers for exfiltrate and infiltrate. There's buggies to get in and out. You can set up a sniper outside.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the motorbikes. You can. I'll be your sniper for Overwatch while you go in and assault the base. And I can do also some recon for you as well, tell you where the enemies are and tag them while you're actually in ground zero. So good.
There was one cardinal sin.
Oh,
They had those. They had the game the guys commentating that were in Rabbit Ears playing the game.
yeah.
Oh, I've got 3 tangos. Oh, are you okay? Okay, yeah, I'm moving in. Okay, I've got your 6. It's like, dude, there's fuckers here. I've got your back, eh? They make it sound just too. Try to be authentic. I can't say it sounds authentic, but
That's what I mean when I say in true Ubisoft fashion. They did the exact same thing for Rainbow Six Siege, if you remember back.
yeah, and the Division.
And the Division, they did the same thing. They make it like a scripted gameplay. Like what they say is not like they're not saying that shit on the fly. That's part of the script. Whereas it might be gameplay, like they're actually playing that, but they probably take quite a few takes at that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's all scripted. It all played out exactly how they wanted it to. That would never be a live playthrough. That would always be pre-recorded and all that sort of stuff. But in saying that, I can still see that the game will be fantastic.
4-player co-op, open world, choose your mission at your own rate.
Yeah. Winning. I'm very happy for that game to tie me over until Splinter Cell. Because there was no fucking Splinter Cell this year either.
No, just the Division outfit.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, they need to pull their finger out with that one. But anyway, Ghost Recon Wildlands, I'm 100% in it for that one. That'll be a great game. South Park, The Fractured But Whole. You had Matt Parker and Trey Stone up on stage, showing it off. It almost made me a little bit interested.
Nah.
Oh, it's maybe, probably not.
It's relying on the comedy value, I think.
Yeah, but the turn-based combat looks like it's been revamped a bit.
It has. It's a new grid format as
Yeah.
opposed to the Final Fantasy take turns.
Yeah, where you can move around a bit, which is a bit more for your tactical advantage. A bit like those games that are like that. I can't think of the name. Fuck it. I don't care.
So, XCOM.
Yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, look, South Park The Fractured But Whole looks like it'll be a good game for fans anyway. Eagle Flight. I didn't see that. That's not like you're an eagle flying, are you?
Yeah, 3-on-3. Eagle battles trying to get the dead rabbit.
Yeah, no, I did see that one.
And then you engage in eagle battle and you use your eagle gun and go pew pew. Makes no sense.
Pass.
Yeah.
Star Trek. Was that literally just a tour of the Enterprise?
Nah, from what I can gather at the moment is, well, like we've seen a mission, not the complete mission, but it's like a training thing and then you get attacked by Klingons or Romulans.
Okay, so it's a game.
Yeah, it's a game.
Oh, okay. Nice. Well, yeah, I don't know. We'll see about that.
Yeah.
Do we know what it's on? VR?
They were wearing Oculuses, so I'd say PC.
Okay. Big one here. For Honor. We saw a little bit more of that.
Damn.
The weight that is in those weapons.
Yeah, boy.
That guy, well, let's just point out, though, that the guy that was doing the playthrough was absolutely terrible.
He wasn't the best.
I was watching him thinking, look, I'm not the greatest at games, but there's prompts up on the screen showing you what you should be doing, and you're not doing it. You're shit. And he apparently made a comment saying he wanted to show people what it was like to take damage.
That's like me going, I just want to show what it's like coming second. Oh, it's fucking not. You want to win.
Yeah. You're trying to, yeah, he was just getting his ass kicked. But yeah, what was he? What class was that? Like a Viking or something? He
Viking.
was fucking big, heavy, and all of the traits that you would love, Red. I think that's your character, wasn't it?
Yeah, man, you guys were talking about, don't know whether you want to be samurais or fucking knights. I'm like, fucking Viking clan, bitches.
Nah, I'm samurai. Samurai all the way.
Nah, Viking. I like the concept of the campaign. They've kind of molded the eras together, and you get to play as all of them.
Yeah.
So it's setting you up for multiplayer.
Oh yeah.
You get to try every different class, whether it be the knights, the samurais, or the Vikings. And because obviously samurais move faster, they've got a longer blade, but probably don't deal as much brutal damage as the Viking does. Viking does brutal damage with very little armor, and the knights have a mixture of both good armor and medium armor and a medium attack.
But yeah, the brutal strikes of that Viking when he was swinging the axe and hitting them, and the enemies were fucking flying.
Yeah, man, kind of like your Titanfall. The multiplayer will be, you'll have your main players, but then you'll have your little minions around that you just got to brush off to get to the main battles. And I also loved the weight, or the way your stance, you control which left, right, or up for your weapon in order to block and then attack.
Yeah.
Ugh, count me the fuck in.
Yeah, I think For Honor's going to be a good game. That'll be
as do I.
Yeah, one to look forward to. They showed Grow Up, which is the sequel to Grow Home. I'm not terribly interested in that. I didn't really like Grow Home. I mean, it was good, but yeah, it just wasn't that amazing. Trials of the Blood Dragon, which is available now. That's pretty cool. It's a standalone, isn't it, for basically a Trials game mixed with Blood Dragon. Yeah,
and if you didn't see the little snippet of the presentation of where the two dudes come out, the head of Trials and the head of Blood Dragon, that was fucking worth a look, because they come out like WWE tag team, and the dude is with the Finnish accent. He goes, I'm the creative director of I'm the creative director of Trials Fusion and the president of Finland.
Yeah. What was with those tracksuits?
Oh, I think it was just to go with the whole wrestling tag team get up thing. I don't know. They were cool with the hats and the glasses and the beards and.
Yeah, it was pretty
oh,
funny.
thank you and thank you. No, thank you. Get out. Point at the crowd. That was just all class. Those two blokes and the game. How about they got like the action figures? It's like a 1980s commercial.
Yeah, which is very Blood Dragon. And the bit that made me really keen was the part where you see the guy on the bike doing a backflip and shooting.
Oh, while he was doing, yeah.
Yes,
what a
please.
cool two characters. They go, Trials and Blood Dragon had a baby.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, awesome.
So it's available. Yeah, it's available now. I think it's about $18 on special for a short amount of time. I think it goes up to like $22 or something. It's a pretty reasonable price. Might be $25.
Yeah.
So I'll be getting into that eventually. But yeah, they showed a little bit of the Assassin's Creed movie with Fassbender.
Yeah, Fassbender featuring Fassbender starring Fassbender.
They do like that guy.
Yeah, and they went on to say that about only 30% of the movie is back in time.
Oh, okay.
Which was a little bit concerning, disconcerting even.
Isn't that when you're an assassin?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
They should have just called it Creed.
Creed! I didn't actually see any Watch Dogs 2 stuff from from E3. All I know about is that was leaked a few days prior. What happened? What did they show?
Basically that.
Nah, same thing.
Yeah, well, that was obviously their presentation video that got leaked.
Yeah, that was a shame that happened. But anyway, hang on, there's a Watch Dogs movie?
Yes! They come out to announce that there's a Watch Dogs movie coming out.
Okay.
It's like, nobody liked Watch Dogs 1. The general consensus on the internet of Watch Dogs 2 is really cool. Because Ubisoft need to copyright the word drone, because every one of their games have got a drone. Ghost Recon, bloody Division got drones of sorts. Watch Dogs drone.
Isn't there already a Watch Dogs movie with Shia LaBeouf in it, and with I think it's called Eagle Eye?
That's such a good movie.
Yeah.
But that's more about the computer taking over.
Yeah, whatever.
But yeah, Watch Dogs movie. So I reckon they have the concept there. It's the modern day villain / good guy is the computer hacker these days.
It is, isn't it?
You know, well look, 4.0, Die Hard.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was like that. But can't the Watch Dogs protagonist, maybe in Watch Dogs 3, can we just make him fat? A fat, balding guy wearing a Ninja Turtles t-shirt.
The original Ninja Turtles t-shirt, though.
Yeah, with like Cheetos stains on his shirt and stuff from wiping his fingers so he can play Warcraft. That would be realistic.
Yeah.
The parkouring would be a bit weird, though. A bit awkward.
Yeah, it'd be like me parkouring just to get out of my seat.
What's this last one, Red, on the list?
Steep! Have you not seen it?
No, I may have. I just don't know the name. What is it?
Basically, it's like a server-based open world sort of thing where people just join in and do their thing. But it's a ski resort, nor like mountains, and you can abseil in or paraglide in and land on the peak of a mountain, then pick between skis and snowboards and the wingsuit, and you have races, or you set lines, or you come across someone else that's on the same mountain and you have a race. But the thing is, like, you could go up over a jump on your snowboard, pull off a backflip and everything, and all of a sudden you notice, because it's all first person view, and then you notice something zoom underneath you. So what you do, every line that you do in the game, based on the mountains, every single line that you do is saved and recorded. Not only first person view, GoPro mode, third person 360. You can set that as a run, but they showed this one where he went off this steep jump and landed it, and then while he was doing it, all you could hear is this person go, "Whoa, no, whoa!" And then he went back and picked the line that he'd just done, brought up the video, and as he's doing backflips on his snowboard and about to land, this wingsuiter flew just straight underneath him and everything like that. So,
oh wow!
Check it out. Check the video out.
I'm watching it. I'm watching it now. It looks like it's like made well.
It's your vacation on a screen, I think.
Yeah, like I mean, I've seen. You know, there was a game Snow.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be pretty cool, but it's not.
Nah.
But this one actually does look really neat.
It's quite nifty, man. Look, and it's not going to be high action and blood and guts and gore, but I think there'll be a niche genre here, and with the physics and everything that look involved in it, it's gonna have a gathering. I'd play it.
It looks good. Yeah, I want to play it. That's cool, and it's like multiplayer, so there's all different people doing different things in the world.
Yep.
Yeah, share, stunts, crashes, challenges, wipeout stories, and more. That's heaps good.
Yep.
Yeah, weird, but I'm strangely
big concept.
Interested in that. Alright. How about we move on now to Sony?
Which was probably the 10 out of 10 presentation.
Yeah, look, I would probably give Sony the win for this year's E3 for the most interesting. Might be a little bit of bias, but there's some pretty sick things that they've brought out. Look, all in all though, in scrolling back up through the list, Ubisoft have done well. I think Microsoft did good too. But yeah. But yeah, Sony was good. Look, God of War 4 was one of the big first ones that they showed. I didn't know what it was at first until I noticed the iconic painting of the skin. What are they, tattoos or something?
Yeah, tribal bloody shit.
The biggest blowaway thing is the change of perspective for God of War 4. It is no longer an isometric from above sort of view. It looks like a full-blown, over-the-shoulder, third-person view, not too dissimilar from games like Gears of War or Division, maybe to a lesser extent. But it also showed like a different side of Kratos as well, the main character from God of War. A bit more of a father figure with a child and teaching him how to hunt. And a big enemy boss fight sort of thing in there too. Mate, I was blown away by that. I was extremely impressed.
So much more feeling of the Norse mythology too, with the axe instead of the blades and everything like that. And yeah, count me in.
Yeah, and it took a little bit more of a realistic approach rather than very, very
violent.
So no, but you know, like the whole lights and the particle effect and everything like that. Yeah, it looked a little bit more realistic. You know, when he was swinging his axe, it was just an axe swinging. It didn't have the crazy trailblazing bright orange trail behind it and things like that. So I'm very, very excited for God of War 4. So it wasn't a lot showed, just a little bit of gameplay and a little bit of the story there, which is sold me 100%. So they've
hinted at RPG and open world too, haven't they?
Yeah, I think it'll be probably a semi-open world type of game. But like you said at the start of the show, Red, E3 is expensive because there's a lot of games that I want to get. Now, Days Gone. Oh my god. There are a lot of people out there in the video game world that cry out, "Oh, another zombie game," and then you've got me. That every single time... I even like the zombie games I don't like.
Dead Rising.
I like Dead Rising. Bring it on. At first, when I saw it, it started off with, you could see the character that kind of looks like Ashton Kutcher and...
Franco.
James Franco. Or Ashton Franco.
He's got Kutcher's fucking cheekbones.
Yeah, he does. And anyway, I was watching that and I thought, oh, it looks good, but I'm a little bit turned off by the whole bikey protagonist thing. I don't really like, like Sons of Anarchy, the glorified criminal. I don't really like that. It's I don't know. It's just a personal thing with me. But by the time the trailer got going, that faded. I don't give a fuck. Those hordes, those swarms of what looked like zombies, some sort of infected, that looked amazing. And the idea that it is so dense, the hordes. A machine gun was rendered useless. It wasn't. You just had to run and try to use things in your environment to your advantage. That I'm in 100%. That is definitely a game I will play. You have to check out Days Gone. It's
the era of the third person, mate.
Oh, and it looks beautiful. Yes, I love the third person game, man. I'm not a big first person fan. I do like first person games, but when it comes to a third person game, it generally has me sold fairly easily, and this game did it in very little time. So I can't wait for that to come out. Hopefully it's next year sometime, not too far away. Key.
Yeah, it's still in production.
Lovely looking game. Alright, The Last Guardian got a release date, Red?
Yeah, October 25th, 2027.
Nice. Oh, 2027!
Yeah, this year. It could be a ruse.
Yeah, bullshit. We'll believe it.
Look, all the gameplay in the videos they showed looks no different than what they did 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah,
so...
I know, that's right. I agree. Yeah, I'll believe it when it's released.
Yeah.
Horizon Zero Dawn, different live gameplay that was showed there.
Fucking sick. There we go. Third person again.
Yep. Still another game that's going to cost us a fortune to get because it looks amazing. The weapons that you use is like the one weapon that morphs into different ones. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, the tethering, the slow motion, the bow and arrow with the different elements to combat different strengths and weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
Anti-corrupting the corrupted animals in order to use them as mounts.
Yep.
Destructive environments, like the mount got the big horns on it, the big bull horns. He just runs straight through trees and... Jesus Christ. And she's hot.
Yeah, little Ranger, red sister.
Yeah. Makes her even more appealing to me.
Because you're Tasmanian. Lovely. Alright, so yeah, that one looks good. Detroit Become Human. Oh, what one was that?
That was the Android one where you make...
That's right. Yeah, the story-based one.
What was the name of the company that done it? The devs?
Oh, that's...
You cottoned straight onto it.
I did. It's the people that made...
Until Dawn?
No.
No. Ethan!
Yeah, the Heavy Rain people, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't remember who they are. Who are they?
I don't know.
Me neither. Come on, Quantic Dream.
Quantic Dream, there you go.
That's
yeah,
it.
you were right onto it.
Yeah. It looked obvious, and it'll probably be a good game. I like the sci-fi thing to it, that they're not real people. They're cyborgs and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting. Hey?
Graphics tight. The graphics are tight. The decisions, the investigation. They showed one scene, and I think we've seen 6 different outcomes.
Yeah, so it's going to be very heavy on, like, different decisions will change the way the game sort of progresses. Which it'll be good to see a game that actually promises that and delivers that. Because, everyone complains about Telltale games giving you decisions, but it doesn't really make a difference.
It leads to a linear end, yeah.
Yeah, well, it'd be nice to see a game that actually can pull that off, but it'd be...
Well, they would show the disturbing part of, like, that young girl. Like, we're talking 5, 6 years old falling off the building. Like, fuck.
Yeah. That's
Count me in.
Not a desired outcome, but yeah, I'll be keen on that game too. Now, what else? VR, we got a release date for the PlayStation VR. Now, it's it stated that it was a US release date, but I dare say it would be pretty much the same for us because the previous date given for Australia was October, and the date they released was the 13th of October. So I'm sure it'll be the same here. $3.99 US. What was ours?
Yeah, EB have got it pre-order for October 13th for $5.49.
$5.49. That's right. Very
original
expensive.
price of the PS4.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive. And there's going to be 50 games at launch.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. You could be 150 games at launch, but when we buy the fucking thing, we're not going to be able to afford any.
That's right. They're going to have to package like you used to get with when you very first installed a CD-ROM into your PC. You got the 101 games on one disc.
Yeah, or at least give me some playable demos to use with the bloody thing. I don't know. But yeah, it's very expensive. I'll keep saving. Resident Evil 7. That's also going to be compatible with VR. Now, there is a Resident Evil 7 demo available on the PlayStation 4 store. And I played that. I played it last night. And there's not a lot happens in it. But there's a lot of atmosphere. It doesn't feel like a Resident Evil game at all. It's first person. The graphics are amazing. And like I said, the atmosphere is pretty good. And that's about all there is. It's just a teaser. It probably, if you rushed through the teaser, it would probably take you 5 minutes. But a little bit of exploration, you might do it in 20, you know? Look around.
Scary for Red.
Yeah, it is scary. It is very scary. Farpoint?
That was the one on the unknown location, unknown time, unknown date. It was just that first-person shooter on the planet with the big spider.
Ah, right, yes, the spider. I remember the fucking spider. You spank you. Yeah, it is what it is. Kind of looked a little Destiny-ish.
Yeah, so it's going to be a sci-fi first-person shooter VR game with exploration of an unknown world.
Yeah, and they showed that X-Wing thing for Star Wars Battlefront on VR.
Wonder how much they'll charge, because they won't give it to you.
No, I'm hoping it's cheap. We want to be
$29.
Oh, that doesn't sound cheap to me. But anyway, there was a Batman Arkham VR.
Oh, a tease with Joker.
They didn't really show anything. I don't know if that's going to be a new game or an add-on or.
I thought it was going to be like the Batman ride at Movie World, an experience.
Yeah, I don't know. Final Fantasy 15 VR. They showed off a bit of a. It was fuck all really that they showed, but apparently that's going to be compatible with VR, PlayStation VR.
And a section of the game will be, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Not the
what they showed. They showed chocobos, cars, combat in real time, the Guardians, and the VR section, yeah. So just a little bit more emphasis on the stuff that we already knew was included.
Yeah. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. We got some campaign. Pretty campaign. We saw what looked like a bit of a mission there.
Yeah.
And there was a lot going on, which is good. I like those set pieces, but there's some things that you can't really tell from watching. Like there was a flying through space in a ship part, but I want to know if you've got full control over that ship or if you're just aiming on rails. Because that'll make a big difference for me. Hopefully there's a little bit of freedom there and an objective. They kind of touched on a little bit of that freedom with Black Ops 3, where you could fly around like in the hover mode sort of thing in the ships. You could also fly the drones around, which was pretty cool, but I'd like to see a little bit more of that. I think it'll be another COD game. It'll be good. And they also showed a little bit of Modern Warfare, the remaster as well, which is a big selling point.
Yes.
Crash Bandicoot, the 1 and 2, and the Crash Bandicoot Warped remaster is coming as well.
Yeah.
Not by Naughty Dog though, is it?
No, in collaboration with Activision, being built from the ground up, if I was to quote the Oompa Loompa.
Yes. Yeah, Nick's cousin. Skylanders is going to be, like, it's going to have, like, make your own Skylander. There was also... What else did they... There was...
Featuring Crash Bandicoot.
And Crash Bandicoot is in Skylanders as well. Cool. Lego Star Wars, that also has a demo on the PlayStation Store that you can download and play right now. And they've done what they've done in a couple of the games, like with
Jurassic Park.
The Jurassic Park one, where they've taken the actual dialogue from the game, from the movie, and put it into the game. So
needed
cool.
to.
They're getting better at doing that too. So that's good. Now, the big what the fuck moment, the WTF moment for me, and if you watch the stream, you'll see how I put up the WTF note there. But Hideo Kojima came out and he announced Death Stranding featuring Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead. Do you have anything to offer on what that is about, Red?
No! Because there is no clue. I'm wondering, because remember here a couple of weeks ago, I think you blogged it and presented the news as well. He's probably going to go in that suit of armour that's kind of like behind the Kojima Productions symbol or something like that.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Mate, there's going to have to be something. Because you've seen those beings off in the distance that were levitating and...
But Kojima has said that character, the logo, is called Ludens, but he's not in his next game.
Ah, okay. Well, there you go. Maybe not then.
Yeah. Basically, what they showed was Norman Reedus naked with a tiny baby on a beach, and he picks up the baby, hugs it. It turns into like black oil, or tar on his hands, and he stands there and he's like, "What's going on?" And that was exactly what we were saying. What's going on? This is weird. Has Hideo Kojima lost the plot?
Or is it another masterpiece?
Or will it be another masterpiece? I don't know.
Didn't he look like Snake from behind?
No
Norman
comment.
Reedus with the hair.
No comment. Yeah, homo. I was too busy looking at his ass cheeks. I didn't notice he had hair.
I didn't want to say I want to feed him my snake from behind. I said, doesn't he look like...
Oh, that's funny. Spider-Man. We saw a little bit of a Spider-Man game. And by a little bit, I mean a fucking little bit.
Yeah, and I can't help but be skeptical. I really can't help it.
Who's making it? Insomniac or Insomnia?
Yep, Insomniac Games, yep.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a decent track record with games, like open world games and stuff, but I don't know if it's going to be any good, because, yeah, Spider-Man games of past have been pretty shit.
Well, all comic book adaptation games have been crap. Your Iron Man games, your Hulk games, your Thor games, Captain America games.
Batman was good.
Oh, yeah, that's DC.
Oh, okay, so Marvel stuff is no good.
Name a good Marvel game after Ultimate Alliance 2, which was 10, 15 years ago now.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Yeah, because there wasn't one.
No.
And I've tried nearly all of them, being a fanboy. I've played the DC.
Well, fingers crossed, it might be good. I hope it's good, because I really do want a good Spider-Man game.
Sounded like the voice actor from the movie too.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. I think that's it, Red. Are we at the end?
Unless you want to touch on anything that Nintendo have done, which I kind of couldn't because it was very early this morning.
Yeah, but look, I had a look at what Nintendo... I researched a little bit before the show, and there was nothing that really stood out. I mean, yeah, there was a bit of gameplay there for... what's it called? The Legend of Zelda game.
Yeah.
I've heard that they're making it for the NX. It's going to be compatible with Wii U, but it's being made for the NX. So, is it even possible that we're going to go through a whole generation of console for the Nintendo, the Wii U, without a Legend of Zelda, a new Zelda game?
Yeah.
And there's the failure, because they just haven't brought the big powers. They've only just brought out the Fox McCloud, the Lilac Wars kind of game.
Yeah.
Star Fox. It's just taken them too long to bring things out. There's a trailer for Severed. I don't even know what that is. there was stuff on Pokemon Sun and Moon for the handhelds. It's just there wasn't much, man. Nothing that I could really
much of the same again. Yeah. Somehow they just keep doing it and doing it.
Mind you, Nintendo might probably hold off for their own conferences that they do.
Yeah, well, do they still do that monthly one?
Yeah, I think they do. I don't even remember what it's called. See, Nintendo have really dropped off the map for me.
You grew up.
Well, no, I love the game still. It's just that they don't bring them out. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm not fussed on talking about that. We'll probably filter through some more Nintendo news as we get it in the subsequent episodes of the podcast. But
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, at the moment, I'm happy to leave it there. I think that's a good length of a show. Anyway, we're coming to the end. We covered off for some Sony, some Ubisoft, the PC stuff a little bit, Microsoft, Bethesda, and EA. That was a pretty good E3, but probably far from one of the best. Last year's was pretty good.
Yeah, there's a lot of stroking dick.
Yeah, and
Bethesda. I'll look at all our Game of the Year awards and stuff. Like, I love Bethesda and stuff like that, but they had no real substance. No. EA was EA. But in closing, my most anticipated would be Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a fair call. I think for me, most anticipated is probably going to be Days Gone. Now, I am looking forward to God of War 4 and Gears of War 4, but I'm a little bit more excited for Days Gone because it's new. I don't know anything about it.
Fresh IP, yeah.
Yeah, fresh IP. I like that.
Same with Horizon.
Yeah, that'd be on that's definitely on my list as well. So, very good. Anything else you want to mention before we finish up, Red?
No, man. I hope you've enjoyed your E3 season, and we're going to have to start saving some pennies.
Yeah, man. Look, the E3 2016 has pretty much come to a close now, and every year it's exciting. Definitely not a letdown. I love E3. I guess we're looking forward now to the EB Games Expo in October. And, we'll be able to play some of these things and talk about the actual hands-on experiences with some of these games that we've just heard about. So that's exciting, and we'll definitely bring some big coverage for that. But that's E3. I don't have anything else to say.
I've been Red.
You have been Red. We'll go back to our normal show next week, and we'll talk about what's that sound that was from last week, and we'll give you a new one and talk about prizes as well then. So thank you very much, everyone, for listening. I have been Luke 1.
And I'm still Red.
Lovely. This week's show has sadly come to an end. Be sure to search for Aussie Gamers Express on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, iTunes, Stitcher, Intune Radio, and just about every other social network known to man. If you have any snail mail you want to send us, shoot it over to PO Box 130, Cranebrook, New South Wales 2749, or just email us at info@aussiegamersexpress.com. Catch you all next time on the Aussie Gamers Express Video Game Podcast.